festival cette année.
Goedenavond, welkom iedereen tot de eerste keer van dit jaar. Sorry.
Donc nous recevons Pal Oie, le réalisateur norvégien du film Hidden.
Vanavond stellen wij u Pal Oie voor. Dat is de director van de Noorse film Hidden.
Thank you.
We noticed that throughout the film that you put nature very beautifully, stylistically. This way of putting this nature in front of it, what do you think that adds to the movie? Is there a contrast between the ugliness of people and the beauty of nature?
Yeah, the nature is not interesting before, you know, the people came in and they start to work out, you know. The nature is dull in itself. It's a beautiness there, and it's dangerous. But I like the small people in this big, you know, canyon and this environment. And in fact, it's a kind of cheap locations. You can don't have to build it.
The nature is dark also. Right? It's quite dark. Your portraying of the nature. It's rainy. I mean,
it's adds something to the story and to the atmosphere. Absolutely, yeah.
Something about the location. How did you choose your location?
We travel a lot. This location is not far from Bergen, where I live daily, and this waterfall is really spectacular. So. We travel a lot and find this, you know, this canyon and the waterfall, and the big house actually was in the middle of the town in Bergen. So it's yeah. We imagine it looks fine. It looks like it's in the woods, you know, in a way.
Yeah.
But it's actually in the middle of the town.
In the middle of a town. Yeah.
How about the budget of this project? Was it a big budget, and was it very challenging to make? Did you have to
Absolutely challenging to make, because the budget is not that big. It's about 2 million euros.
It doesn't look like that. Huh? It looks like it was more.
Yeah, we work hard in Norway to get it looks good. In Norway, we made 20 films a year, each year, 20 films. So, and we make maybe 2 or 3 horror films, 2, 3 horror films. I don't know how many films we made in Belgium.
It's a good question, but not one for me, I'm afraid.
Anyone knows the answer for sure? No. Another question I have, what was your influence in making this movie? Sometimes I have the feeling that I'm watching a little bit of David Lynch movie, stylistically with the phone, some things like that. Did it had an influence on you, or?
I don't know. Of course, I have seen lots of Lynch films. Mm-hmm. David Lynch is, but he's. There are some. This, you know, think the waterfalls in Twin Peaks, and you think. Well, I'm inspired by Tarkovsky and Kubrick as well as Lynch.
Kubrick,
yeah. And I don't see much horror movie.
You don't see much horror movies?
No.
Do you like to watch horror movies?
Yeah, the good ones I like to watch.
And why did you decide to make horror movies? When did you decide to make films?
I started make films 20 years ago. I make short films, and when we start out working with Dark Woods, it was actually not meant as a typical horror movie. It just went that direction when we start to work it, and you know, the people who put money in the bank, they say this should be a horror movie, and we we call it a horror movie. And
Do you plan on mixing up genres more in your future projects? Do you plan on mixing up the different genres, try new things?
I hope so.
Dan denk ik dat we gaan afsluiten met een allerlaatste vraag. We will finish this interview with our last question. What is your dream project?
My next.
Your last.
No, my dream project is to make you know this mix this kind of genre in you know horror and psychological thriller and yeah.
With a really
not
big
be,
budget.
you know,
With a really big budget, then, or you
yeah,
want to
of course.
keep it? Of course.
Big budget would be very
Always
fine.
welcome.
Yeah.
Always better, isn't it? Anyway, thank you very much for talking to us.
you.
It was very nice. And we do hope to see you again in the following years at the festival. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.